PQ. 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 PQ.
We loved him dearly.
What? Who do you think is telling?
So, yeah, Nolan was like a brother to us.
I got my money on him. His attorney's in his corner, kicking him, making sure he stays on script.
To the dude, even though he's getting with one of our other buddies' exes.
That's
or whatever.
telling.
But,
The body language, they can't even hold it in. If Warren's the only one affected, then Warren's gonna flip. Obviously, Wyatt knows who was hidden. But you ever think, where the fuck is Bart? Katie or Wyatt? It took 38 days to age him. We call that fucking karma.
aren't we in jail yet? I mean,
They
we're
could
not
admit
geniuses.
it.
We can't.
They can go to anyone but a cop. They can attack Nolan's mom in an interview, but his mom, are they taking attention off of?
I had to call her like 8 times before she picked up because either her service was bad, because she was on the back side of the aisle, on the south side, or mine.
His neck keeps getting longer. His mom is weighing his shoulders down. He just keeps lying about where she was. Well, that stresses knowing who did it, and so having to keep shutting his brother's mouth, his grandpa called the Cito. So why would they do an interview if they did nothing wrong? Doesn't even make any sense. Why would they change what we think? Why wouldn't they just go to the cops and show them evidence? I need Bart, Katie, and Wyatt to come to the front.
Magas and Gettleman, this court hearing, Carmelo Anthony's court hearing, man, this shit is wild. It's so much stuff that's coming out during survival. Now the deal, the handshake deal that the judge made, the things that they kept out, yo, it's mind blowing. Hunter Metcalf and Austin Metcalf was a part of the KKK, pure survival. I don't give a damn what nobody tell y'all. The whole time, all of these text messages coming up, with all they kept saying was N-word this, N-word that, N-word lover this, N-word lover that. I'm talking about things that I never knew. And Hunter Metcalf is the one who started the fight with Carmelo Anthony. They was beating up another young black boy and they jumped him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even when I was hearing that, I was thinking like, okay, I believe they did it, but this shit stamped it being inside the courtroom. They used to go around and jump people. The text messages came out, Magas, and I'm talking about for the racist ones. So whether y'all want to believe it or not, Hunter Metcalf and Austin Metcalf, they was off the hook. I'm talking about they had school teachers scared of them. School teachers. This is crazy, guys. Free Carmelo Anthony. Pure survival.
It's nothing about Carmelo right
Because
now.
they don't have anything.
I was the parent.
Because they railroaded that child. They railroaded that young man, and they know they did. And all these points that Russell is pointing out, they have nothing to back it up because they know that they did this. But you can tell Derek, he was like, he wasn't biased. He was a professional man, you know, and he was just speaking actually what happened. But he said he didn't have any knowledge that, well, it wasn't relayed to him that he couldn't send it to this person or that person as far as in discrimination. But it, when he said that, you know, they were supposed to send it to like the bigger outlets and like CNN and, you know, ABC or whatever, he could send it to them, but he couldn't send it to the independent journalists. He couldn't send it to the independent media. Whether you don't want to say it out of your mouth, that's discrimination, because media is media. These media outlets that they have, like ABC News, CNN, they have credentials to come up in here. But at the end of the day, media is media. We come up in here at 4:30 in the morning, we with credentials, even though we don't have the credentials to be up in the 9 that they have, we can still come and park in this parking lot. So media is media. I feel like they're talking more about social media instead of actually talking about the case.
Because he kept.
So hopefully the 3 grounds, Russell said,
that's what's gonna get it.
yeah,
We're gonna get away
and he
with
said
that.
it should be a automatic. It should be an automatic new trial.
Yeah, he
and
did
if
say
this
that.
judge, if Judge Chitty go by law, it should be an automatic
because
new trial.
he.
Hold on. Oh, okay. It's working. All right, it's cool. All right, it's working. What's going Excuse me. What's happening, everybody? So good to see everybody back. Yeah. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Wherever you're watching this from, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, follow and hit the like button. We're posting some other places. I really just want to drive up the interaction for the viewership to make sure that we get out on the algorithm. The only place you're probably not watching this is on TikTok, and that's because they haven't recorded this and brought it back over there yet. So I don't know. Eventually you'll be watching us on all the platforms. That's the goal. But for now, here we are on this great episode, on this great Thursday evening, as we seek justice and continue to seek justice, not only for Carmelo Anthony, but for everybody that has been misused and mishandled in this justice system by racist white folks. Everybody that's been taken advantage of by a system that would rather see you down and out than up and on. This is a show to inform people that there is a way out. Oh man, here we go. What do we got here? Let's see what it is.
PQ.
No. How about that? People call it the oddest time. What's going on, y'all? What's happening, everybody in the chat?
Hey.
Brother Greg, Miss Linda, Miss Adrian, how y'all doing? Oh, Miss Tamara. Tamara wanted to talk about that Carmelo stuff. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into it. Jesus. Man. Come to find out, those twins, those Austin Metcalf and Hunter Metcalf, were absolute fucking domestic terrorists. Absolutely. And it explains so much because Jeff seems like that's the type of kids he would raise, domestic terrorists. Everything from bringing guns to school to assaulting other kids to beating up women. These twins were arrested in elementary school for assaulting a kid.
PQ.
This is all the stuff that they did not bring out during the original trial, which is why everybody is like, nah, this deserves a retrial, because had the public known this or that or the third, things would have went way different. Now, they did lead out with something that was developed by them about Carmelo being some psycho ex-stalker, knife wielding, looking for somebody to, all that stuff they said, and it's substantiated. They had, from what I understand, they had nothing. So it was just rumors and rumors of rumors. And but what Russell Wilson and Carmelo's defense team had was police records. That's right, folks, police records, because these young boys had been arrested for, listen to this, for spray painting and vandalism. Not only had they been arrested, it was on probation when this incident took place, but they were on probation. Man, these Austin and Hunter Metcalf were absolute fucking terrorists. Absolutely. We could get into a little bit of what the documents say a little bit, but I know we got local news we need to talk about. It is campaign season. We are watching the people that are out and about in the community. We're watching candidates' actions, right? You know, because we have to take account for that. We have to take account for that. So we're studying everything. We're here to talk about what you already know, which is Mr. Mark Mercer, his case again with the Louisiana Board of Ethics was dropped, and he is now free and clear to run against Gail Wilkins, which is probably something Gail Wilkins isn't happy about. Probably not. She's probably not happy about that. And do I think she had anything to do with it? Typical Sinlaw politics. That's all I can say. Let me see what else. Yes, ma'am, those twins were just absolutely fucking evil. Excuse my language. Why can't we get away with stuff that they do? Shamir. Shamir, can you hear me? We have a question for you in the audience.
What'd you say?
UCN asked, why can't we get away with the stuff that they get away with?
I typed that. What?
Wait, you're a mod over at UCN? Yeah, no, I want to definitely revoke your privileges. Where the fuck did this happen? Who had it? Who gave you permission to be over there?
Why you hating?
Why are you over there?
Who?
You. You know what? Never mind. Keep it.
What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna unmod you. That's the fuck I'm gonna do. You talk that shit. All right. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hold on. Let me cleanse y'all's palates.
Cleanse your palate.
Every black that I know, you need to fire him to start with. He's a snake. If I had to fire every motherfucker out, then guess what? I'm tired of this. They ain't happening no more. No god more.
That's the voice of Columbus County Sheriff Jody Green. He won his seat by 34 votes in an election that was so highly contested he'd been temporarily removed from office while officials settled the election disputes. That was the setting the night Green called Acting Sheriff Jason Souls, saying their office had a snitch.
Immediately after being appointed the interim sheriff, started to get a lot of phone calls from Jody late at night. And this one particular phone call that we received, he made the comment that he hated Democrats. And then he said, I take that back, I hate a black Democrat. And I knew right at the end, I was like, wow, this is coming from the sheriff. And I had to start recording those conversations.
But it's not about race, guys. It's not about race. It's absolutely not about race. That's crazy. You think that a racist could get elected to a seat like the sheriff? Yeah, that's crazy. You would even think that. Why would you even put that on them? Sheriffs are colorblind. They apply justice evenly across the board. So that's crazy. You would think that a sheriff would be racist, or that a mayor would be racist, or that a council person would be racist, and come to you and tell you, let's just keep on doing what we've been doing because we're almost there. Like, what the fuck? 16 years and you haven't gotten shit, like you haven't wrapped it up yet. I don't think it's gonna get wrapped up. That's just my personal. But I'm trying to remain fluid as this conversation. Mr. Greg says, they're not racist. Their heart is black. Sheesh. Sheesh. Their soul is. Some of them don't got souls. I did discover that. There's people walking around here that don't have souls. Some people call them NPCs. You saying like me? You say like me?
You heard correct.
Yeah, you said I ain't got no soul?
You heard me the first time, right?
Ma'am, I don't think you, ma'am, you can't even, ma'am, welcome to the big league. Can we start there? Welcome to the big stage. Yeah.
Welcome to the big league. Huh?
Yeah, welcome to the big stage.
I like it on this side.
Yeah, well, don't invite no raccoons. And don't display no raccoon behavior.
Oh, when the hell I became a raccoon?
I'm just telling you ahead of time. Miss Alita, tell her before she gets old.
Tell me what?
You about to find out.
That we don't allow raccoons in this territory.
So why is it an issue now? Yeah, like this my first time on this mug. Yeah, acting bad.
That's the disclaimer, because you know the last time we let somebody be a mod or up in here on UCN, they turned into a coon on us. And
well, you should have said it the first time, not the second time. But we didn't
know. We had no idea. That's why we just trying to clear it up now.
You should have cleared it up the first time.
Well, yeah, because we did some assumptions.
Well, let's talk about other things. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm going to YSKT right now. We're going to find out what YSKT has been talking about. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Wait, okay, you talked about gerrymander today. Oh, wait. You did the profile for Mr. Porter today? Okay. Hold on. Jesus. Tell me where to start at. Why is KT stuck?
She don't know you talking to her.
I am. I'm absolutely talking to her, and she knows it. Drop names. I don't listen. You gonna be able to tell who's soulless and who ain't got no soul. Oh, she can't hear. That's what happened. Let's see. Okay. Okay, YSKT. This is where I'm starting at. So, update about what's going on. Hold on. Let me see.
PQ.
Okay. So, update. The trash should be picked up. This is from the people at the sanctuary on Enterprise. So trash should be picked up by Waste Connections. This place is not owned by the city. Who is the manager of this complex? YSKT community members submission. 1305 Enterprise Road, Alexandria, Louisiana. Sanctuary on Enterprise. Well, I'm guessing it's supposed to say we have a huge problem. Let's get this fixed. Thank you for reaching out to us. We do appreciate when you send us. There you go. There you go. But I'm saying though, you don't get the theme. The running theme is how everything has got to be a certain way for them, but it don't matter how it looks for us. It's just everything's got to look. We got to have this, that, and the third for them. But when it comes to us, man, we might not even get what we was looking for.
Now, isn't there also a problem with I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
With some air conditioning problems?
No, that's the other sanctuary that we've been talking about off of Lee Street.
Okay, gotcha.
So we got a heads up that they out there paying rent with no AC. And that is an absolute no. Especially that's just an absolute no. I can't even, there's nothing else to say. Absolutely not. And mind you, the main people profiting off of this is the city of Alexandria and the landlords. So it's almost like the city of Alexandria is in cahoots with the real estate. Like you should be able to see that correlation somewhere where the city of Alexandria overlooks things and for these apartments to be rented out. I don't see why we don't have enough inspectors to go around and inspect every property that has a complaint in Alexandria. Like that, the fact that that's not a priority is insane to me. Because if you have a quality of life at home, you guys care about the quality of life as far as what the public can tell. What about the quality of life for these people in their communities? It's like there's only certain, again, we're back to only certain people are allowed to take issue with what's going on around them. And I think that's a farce. I think that's a shame. I think that's a disservice to everyone. Because if you're not listening to a particular group of people, and it's like we can look and see when you talk about scale and speed, we can tell where your scale and speed is and why, right? Just because you hurried up and threw some shit in our community, that doesn't negate the fact that you've been completely ignoring our community. So you can scale and speed somewhere else. You scaled and speed Johnny Downs. You scaled, and then we're having to deal with people not being able to stick up for our parks like Cheatham Park. We got council people that's willing to put our stuff on the back burner and fast track y'all stuff, and I think that's a travesty too, right? Anybody participating in that foolishness, they need to go as well. But I digress. Homes that are currently under the Alexandria Housing Authority, if you live in Cambridge Place on Loblolly, Woodland Point on Loblolly, if you live in Tranquil Estates on Miracle Drive, Will Ridge and Cars Park off of Sycamore, Harmony Village or the Old Sunset, right? The Garden Gates is Green Meadows, the Magnolia Crossing on T Street, Woodhaven on Tulane, and Bayou Gardens on Tulane, right? Now, here's my other thing, right? Sunset, Harmony Village is a City of Alexandria Housing Authority property. So if you live in Sunset, right, listen to what I'm saying. There is legal, okay, so say this for instance, right? Because people are at risk or have been victims of drive-by shootings, or your community is unsafe and it's being left unsafe on purpose, you can sue your landlord. And that's up to and including shootouts that happen in your community, because your landlord is responsible for the basic upkeep and safety of your community. If they have an apartment complex, they're responsible for providing the safety of that community. The landlord is. Whoever you pay the rent to is responsible for having that there be a safe environment. That's what you're paying for, right? So I'm not saying get with me on the back end, but at least start investigating. If you live in these communities where shootouts happen pretty frequently, especially these ones on the screen, and you know you're constantly being kept in an unsafe space, there is legal realm. You can sue, and you can sue pro se. You can sue yourself. All you need is your paperwork and knowledge of the law. But I don't know if y'all really wanted to get down into that. I don't know if y'all want to get into that. Man, hello?
We there.
I'm here.
I'm listening.
Okay. I was talking to Wires, KT. Let's see. Waste Connections, okay. If you're having issues with your trash being picked up by Waste Connection, here is the phone number. Look.
Can you move the comments, please?
They're not in the way. All right. So, there's the information for Waste Connection. They close at 5 p.m. All right. Now we get into the gerrymandering stuff. You want to explain some of this?
So it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
I posted that the gerrymander maps will be used in the November 2026 election. So when Lizzie Felter gerrymandered the 2022 maps, she complained about being moved out of her district. It shouldn't have mattered because the maps are redrawn how many years apart? It's every census, right? Or close to every census?
Every 10 years.
Okay. So it was already it's not even close to time for it to even be, redrawn. So, y'all added it up that she's only doing that way she wouldn't be placed in District 3, right? Which is a predominantly Black district, which wouldn't fit her persona, right? Because she said something about being proper representation. So being in District 3 wouldn't have been proper, representation. But anywho, the people who wanted to go back to, the regular map were Laura Dane, Perry, Johnson, and Green. The people who didn't were Felter, Fowler, and Ballard, and Jonquise Roy vetoed it. They never uploaded the district map to the website. It's nowhere to be found. You have to go up to the city to go see it. Why is that? So with that, I just decided to do a little research, go through the charter, and just highlight and whatever. No, I didn't highlight it. When you go to the municipal code for Alexandria, there's a section where you can click show changes, and it'll show you everything that has been added to. So I didn't highlight that. That was highlighted by the people who edited the code. And when you see the red lines through the pictures, they did that as well. So when the district lines were changed, the streets and everything else changed as well. And you'll see that in the picture.
Okay. Oops. For all of our YSKT community members who are living in deplorable conditions and are under a HUD or Section 8 programs, please call the number below. The number below, not below. The number below to let them know what's going on at your apartment complex. We know that a lot of people are afraid, but you can pass this number down to them. LHC.
Shout out to Erica Carter for researching that number.
LHC, Louisiana Housing Corporation. Because I'm telling you, there is recourse. There is legal recourse. That's the one thing people don't.
A lot of people have been messaging after that trash post saying that they've been living without central air, so they've had to get those window units for 2 going on 3 years, they said.
Right.
So they've been dealing with that, dealing with the trash, dealing with mold, just all type of things. So when they call this number and start receiving those complaints, this place is going to become the next Bethel apartment.
Listen, and I don't want people to experience what Bethel apartment people experience. But if a shit got to get shut down and you get moved, and I especially want to tell y'all, don't when things are that bad, don't just stop at letting them give you another voucher or B, a different place to live. Sue they ass. Sue them. They knew that those conditions were those conditions when they were taking your money the whole time. Sue they ass. That way you don't have to ever worry about moving in no area like that again. You can pay a little bit more for whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? Sue their ass. When they keep getting sued, they'll stop being assholes about the situation. We got Mr. Porter, who is celebrating his wife's birthday. So happy birthday to her from us.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Porter.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Porter. I know you're having a great time in Switzerland or Helsinki, Finland, or wherever you guys are. You're having a great time.
Japan, Tokyo.
Yeah, somewhere in South Korea.
Italy,
yeah. I took her to Denmark for her birthday.
Colorado?
Colorado. No, that's Denver. He took her out of the country. Yeah. I took her to the Alps, to the Swiss Alps. We went skiing.
The Four Seasons?
Yeah, we went to the Four Seasons in Helsinki, Finland.
He gonna be tickled to death, I'll tell you.
So tell us a little about Mr. Porter.
Wow. Honestly, this is the longest bio I've had to do. Oh man. But he's Mr. Porter is the District 2 candidate, and he also held the seat 2018 to 2022. After he, lost the re-election, right? The one in 2022. Because who was after him? That would have been
yes, that would
yeah. So he did lose that re-election. What was it? To Roosevelt Johnson? Who was it to?
Yes.
Okay. So he's trying to get back in there. He'll be going against Gary Johnson. This, to sum it all up, Mr. Porter has a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics from Dillard University, a Bachelor of Science in Nuclear Engineering from Columbia University. When he got out of his seat, he became a community, he's been a community advocate, board member and treasurer for different organizations here: Civic Citizens for Change, Health Planners Inc., Solidarity Project Advocacy Network, Reentry Solutions. It says he has 28 plus years of experience as a corporate manager with Mobil Oil Corporation and DuPont. He was a Peabody Magnet High math and science teacher and swim team coach. Like what? 5 years of that.
And he taught soccer.
Wow. Well,
that wasn't on there, was it?
No. But you can always add it to the comments. I mean, do you
add
it to the comments. I mean, I ain't gotta have it all. You know, I ain't got it all together. This is a lot. So I did talk with him just a little bit because he had to help me. You know, I asked him. I try to ask certain people sometimes if I know that they're willing, you know, like truly willing to talk with me and an honest, you know, just an honest, good person. So while researching to continue, scroll back up. He's still practicing as a swim instructor, lifeguard, and he's a math and science tutor. So even when he wasn't in the seat, he was still doing things. The projects are insane, and I know you know more about that.
Go ahead. He helped you with it, so I can't know more than he does.
And you don't. I don't. Well, I know you know more of the details about the project.
I know you know, yeah, the details, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the Martin Park Drainage Improvement Project, Horseshoe Drive Overlay Project, A-Trans Bus Replacement DOT grants. It says that he expanded demolition program with budget supplement to increase funds from $70,000 to $400,000.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine how many. That's why they doing all them goddamn demos every city council meeting.
Right.
And I mean every city council meeting.
That's on the backs of a program that him and Mr. Fuller and the rest of the, yeah.
So that's a clap for him. I mean, dang, like show them in.
You know, I told you, you know, when you get to a certain level, everybody not going to clap for you. Even the ones that should be clapping for you is not going to clap for you. Because it's just the nature of the beast.
Now this is a good one because I complained about this one. It says bus shelters along specific locations on A-Trans. It's A-Tran route. So, So if he helped with this, they didn't maintenance this or keep this up because it look a hot mess, y'all. And
they reversed a lot of stuff. That
man, yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, they reversed
a lot of stuff. Man. Like I could truly tell. Like, and it seemed like it was out of spite or something.
Yeah. They didn't want him to be the blade of claim to it. They didn't want it done in the first place, but they definitely didn't want Mr. Porter to be the one to be like, and he's never been like that. Oh, look what I did. And it probably took pulling teeth to get him to tell all this stuff.
That's why it was easy to reach out, you know, because he was a previous councilman. He did a lot, like, and it deserves to be recognized,
right?
Especially for this district. His district needs to know the things that has been done under his leadership versus what hasn't been done. But back to it, it says that he redirected $6 million of capital budget funds for the City Hall renovations project toward drainage improvements and flood prevention in District 2 and 3.
They were going to, because that okay, so the plan is, and it still remains the plan. And this is also going to end up being a part of Reignite. You guys just don't know it yet. But that downtown improvement, that White and Gold Ring building, that's all going to be done on the taxpayers' dollar. He's just now, you know, he hit a brick wall, you know, over the last couple of weeks with the city council meeting as far as advancing that that cost. But that is you guys are going to end up paying for the renovation of Weiss and Goldring. And you're also going to be paying for the renovation of City Hall. And as we've told you before, his big plan is, Jock's plan, listen, is to move everybody out of City Hall and move them into a newly renovated Weiss and Goldring building. So they're using the fact that they got to repair City Hall to get Weiss and Goldring repaired so that they can move from City Hall to the Weiss and Goldring building while City Hall is being renovated. Once City Hall is done being renovated, they'll leave out of the Weiss and Goldring building and they'll return back to a brand new City Hall. But in order for that to happen, they have to get Weiss and Goldring renovated, which is why they're pushing for the tax dollars to get it done. As opposed, that's why Crayfish Lewis he benefits, right? He said he's a businessman. He keeps telling everybody that. Well, what it is business people can be bought and sold. So if Jock sold him on an idea that if you do this for me, I'll do this for you, then yeah, that's the benefit. And it could be anything from him having office space in the newly renovated Weiss and Goldring building. You never know what these kickbacks look like. And it's always going to be alleged because they'll never give the details of how much they sold for. Right. So that it could be he could have asked for free tickets to the zoo or some shit, or just consider me when you win again, to be your whatever the hell, The Crayfish Lewis he seems like he's an easy sell. It wouldn't take much to buy him, but Jock knows the price, whatever it is. Let's see. So that's Girl Reporter, right? And it's always been Girl Reporter. I don't know what happened where we let these people try to get people to change their view on Mr. Porter. Mr. Porter has always been himself. But let's get a little bit deeper into these gerrymander documentations that you got here. All right, so what is this right here?
I started with District 1, and all I put was who the representative was, and I just said, very important to read all yellow. Of course, read all in between for the lazy folks, but I just wanted people to get an idea of the area that they are in so they'll know what district they possibly are in.
Okay.
And it's not hard to understand. Because you kind of just skim it through and you read like, okay, I see. Oh, boom, Johnny Downs. Oh, wow.
So what is this? This is District 1?
This is District 1.
And what is it saying here? The intersection of Elliott Street and 2nd Street.
Now, the beginning, let me just tell you this. The beginning first, 2 sentences, they all kind of start like that. So I guess that's just the base of where the line starts,
Okay, the westernmost boundary of the LA Department of Hospital Tract, Johnny Downs Sports Complex, then proceed across Coliseum Boulevard, the north right.
Now, this is what was added because of her.
Okay. The Andrew Link subdivision to the center line of Middle Bayou, along the center line of Middle Bayou to the intersection of Bayou Rapids Road and LA. Oh, and along the center line of Bayou Rapids Road and the intersection of Vanda.
But look at the top though. Hold up. So it says, hold up. That first highlight, go up some. Right there where it says LA Highway 1.
Uh-huh.
Right there. So wait, hold up. Go to intersection of Bolton Avenue, LA Highway 1, along the center line of Bolton Avenue to the intersection of Elliott Street, along the center line of Elliott Street to the intersection of MacArthur Drive, US Highway 71, 165, 167, along the center line of MacArthur Drive and boom. I just wanted to read that part. That Bolton Avenue area is included, Elliott Street area is included, right? So MacArthur is included.
So District 1 is actually pretty big.
It is. It is.
It actually is. All right. Moving on to the second one.
District 2. This is Gary Johnson's district. So you're going to go, we're at the top. So it says, hold on. City Council District 2 shall consist of the city bounded by a line beginning and extending from the intersection of Lee Street. You see what they blocked off? It says Vance Avenue, then along the center line of Lee Street, and then South Harvard Street. I've never heard of that street.
You don't know where Harvard is?
I probably do. I just don't know the
It's
name.
over there by the City Park area.
Okay. South
Yeah.
Harvard Street along the center line of South Harvard to Heinzen Bayou. Then, it goes to the whole Union Pacific. The same thing it's going to say for 2 sentences.
So District 2 is very, 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 very close to District 4. Matter
It's
of
very
fact,
close to District 1, it seems.
yeah. Well, okay, so
That end.
Harvard, so all of the, where Harvard and Yale Street is? That's right.
I know where
behind
yours, right there by the city park. Yeah.
Okay, all
And
of
right
those
there by
streets
Bolton
right
too.
there. Yeah, all
Oh.
those streets right there are named
Mhm.
after what do you call those colleges? Harvard, Yale,
Oh, okay.
Stanford, Ivy League.
Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all those streets are together.
Okay.
So yeah, it's District 2 and District 4 are right next to each other. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
they're like literally right next to each other.
Yeah, we'll see. When we get to 4. So then I'm reading. Let me see. Hold on. Bayou Robert south of I-49, US 71 interchange. Let me see.
It's Robert.
Huh?
Bayou Robert. You laughing? I'm being serious.
Robert. All right. And then we're gonna go. I said it. And then we're gonna go. Let me see. It says portion of Jean Ball Drive, which runs
Okay.
along the Oak Park subdivision along Jean Ball Drive. And then
I
it
think that's
says center line of Bayou. You said Robert?
yeah. But I think
Okay.
Jean Ball is in a song is like closer to Sonia Quarters. I think I might be right, but I think I might be
I
right.
heard of this too. All right. Yeah, 'cause I'm skimming southwest right of way of MacArthur to Jeff Davis Drive.
Uh-huh.
And then it says Airview Terrace,
Uh-huh.
Martin Park,
Yep.
Deerfield,
Yep.
center line of Masonic, Highway 165, intersection of Texas Avenue. Let's see. Carroll Court. Where's that at?
That I don't know.
Carroll Court. How you say
You
that?
know-
Heinzen.
Yeah,
It says Bayou Robert again. Vance Avenue. That's all I see.
Now I tell you what, the reason why because okay, so boundaries can't cross. I think there's a certain way they got to be drawn. They
Yeah.
can't cross over water lines and bodies of water, and they got to be contiguous. They can't be separated by large obstructions or whatever like that. So they and they got to be contiguous. So yeah, that's just. I guess that's just the way they drew the line. I know
Yeah.
the comment section gonna correct us if we got anything wrong. Let's see.
District 3.
Okay,
So the representative is Cynthia Perry.
for now.
So this one is, let's see. 'Cause I'm skimming. Hold up. So they all kind of start, the same. You said it's always Union Pacific. I don't know why it starts.
That's the train tracks. That's
Yeah, I know, but they all kind of.
Yeah, they tell you what side of the train track. That's kind of racist. But they tell you what side of the train tracks you should start on.
Yeah, I know, but reading it isn't, you know, as easy as the picture if we had it online. But
Right.
it's
I
at City
mean, yeah,
Hall, so I got to go all the way to City Hall.
I can visualize kind of where they're talking
Yeah, that's
about.
why I'm like, we just
Yeah.
got to visualize it. Okay, so District 3. All right. City Council District 3 shall consist of that part of the city bounded by a line beginning and extending from Elliott Street and 2nd Street.
Uh-huh.
What the hell does
What's second?
POB mean? POB District 1
POB.
along the center line. Yeah, Union Pacific, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Intersection of Park Avenue along the center line of Park Avenue to the intersection of Bowden Avenue, LA Highway 28.
Right.
The intersection of South Harvard Street, South Harvard Street, and Hudson Bayou.
Right.
Intersection of Union Pacific. What else? Then it says intersection of MacArthur Drive, US Highway 71, 167. Then along the southeast boundary of the city limits, located north of Union Pacific, the northeasterly direction to the center line of the Red River, along the center line of the Red River to the intersection of a projection of the Elliott Street center line, along the projection of Elliott Street to 2nd Street, and the point of beginning less and except those. What the fuck? Because I'm reading it.
It don't make no sense, huh?
So that's all I got for District 3. Don't worry, I'll get a picture of the map real soon.
This District
I
4.
gotta go up there and get it, but when they put it online, you're actually able to zoom in. You feel me? You can zoom in. You can take your time, read the streets.
Get a better idea where these places are at.
So I'll just have to get footage. District 4. This is your representative is Lizzie Felter, gerrymander. So this one, it's gonna say Vance Avenue, Heinzen, Bayou Robert, southerly direction, Carroll Court, to the intersection of Texas Avenue along the center line of Texas Avenue in a southwesterly direction, to the intersection of Masonic along the center line of Masonic in a southwesterly direction, to the intersection of Horseshoe Drive along the center line of Horseshoe Drive in a westerly direction, to the intersection of Jackson Street, then continue in a westerly direction along Twin Bridges Road, LA Highway 488, to the intersection of Bayou Robert along the center line of Bayou Robert. Direction to the intersection of Hyman Lane or Hyman Lane. I say Hyman Lane.
Hyman, yeah.
Hyman Lane along the center line of Hyman Lane to the intersection. Mm-hmm.
Is that HEY?
Yeah.
That's Hyman. I'm sorry.
Hyman Lane.
Yeah.
I always pronounce the Hyman. But Hyman Lane along the center line of Hyman Lane to the intersection of McAdams Ditch. Along the center line of McAdams Ditch to the intersection of Bayou. How you said it? Both.
Bayou both.
Yeah, both. Cocodrie. Virgin Canal.
Yeah.
Along the center line of what I just read, because I read it again. To Coliseum Boulevard, LA Highway 28, and then they marked out west.
So it's District 4, where we think District 5 is, some of that is District 4.
District 4. Yeah. Along the center line of Coliseum Boulevard.
But don't get it confused, because what you think is District 4 or District 5 is actually District 1 sometimes.
Okay.
Which is confusing by itself. I'm not going to do that again either.
Along the center line of MacArthur Drive in a southerly direction. She said pronounce Hyman. E is silent. See, I was right. It's Hyman.
Heyman. Heyman Lane is out there. That's out there 28 West. It's Heyman.
It's Hyman Lane, Tavares. You're wrong.
It's Hyman.
Hyman Lane.
I always pronounce
Why would you want to name a street after a Hyman?
Why I got fuzzy?
Is it fuzzy?
Yeah, you fuzzy.
Hold on. Hyman.
You fuzzy.
Hyman. E is silent.
Hyman, yeah.
Yeah.
We're saying, that's exactly what we were saying, sir.
I want to hear that shit.
Okay.
Ooh. I gotta come back because you echoing. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, that's on you then. Yeah, that's on you.
Okay,
That's
hold on.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Kick her ass out of here. I wanted to kick her off before she could, step down. Yeah, raise your hand if you learned something new. Oh, here's your back. Can you hear us now? I mean, welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. Somebody say, happy birthday. That's crazy. Oh, hold on. Okay, can you hear?
I can't hear you. It's just fuzzy or something. But I'm gonna finish this part. All right. I'm gonna just say, okay. Along the center line of Coliseum Boulevard to the intersection of MacArthur Drive, U.S. Highway 71, 165. Along the center line of MacArthur Drive in a southerly direction to the intersection of Elliott Street. Along the center line of Elliott Street. Center line of Bolton Avenue. Along the center line of Bolton Avenue to the intersection of Lee Street and Bringhurst Street. Along the center line of Lee Street in a southerly direction to the intersection of Vance Street. And the point of beginning less and except those areas designed as outside of the limits, all as shown on the map titled blah, 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 blah. That's District 5. District 5. This is Fowler. The representative is Chuck Fowler. He's been up there 25 plus years. And I said that this district is by far the smallest district. And he isn't responsible for much. So if you look visually, look at all that red. You see that?
But that's where all the money is.
It's all marked out. So what he has, it says City Council District 5 shall consist of that part of the city bounded by a line beginning and extending from the intersection of Coliseum Boulevard and the Bayou Boeuf Cocodrie Diversion Canal along the center line of what I just read, the canal, to the intersection of McAdams Ditch, along the center line of McAdams Ditch, to the intersection of Hyman Lane, along the center line of Hyman Lane, to, well, man, I can't see. You messed it up. I can't see how you had it. Ugh. Yeah. Give me a second. Lane to the Bayou Robert along the center line of Bayou Robert.
Robert. We just call it Roberts.
Robert to the intersection of Twin Bridges Road, LA, Highway 488, along the center line of Twin Bridges Road. Then Horseshoe Drive to the intersection of Masonic Drive, US Highway 165, along the center line of Masonic Drive in a southwesterly direction to the intersection with the southwest boundary of the city limits, along various turns and menders of the southwest city limits boundary in a general northwesterly direction to include but not limited to, ooh, that's my favorite word, to include but not limited to Landmark Subdivision, Tennyson Oaks Subdivision, West Point on the Bayou Subdivision, Bouquet, how you say that?
Okay.
Gosh. Subdivision. I'm so country on. How you say that one? Lebanon.
Lebanon, yeah.
Subdivision, Good Earth Subdivision, Charles Park Subdivision, the Lake District Subdivision, and Pecan Bayou Subdivision.
You know what they just did? If you read
We
this,
finished. Subdivision to a point where the city limits boundary along the southern right-of-way line of Coliseum Boulevard. And then it said, that's it.
what they did was they made District 5 small, but they made it so that it could expand and only include what it wants to include. And they have a plan. Listen.
Wait a minute. Stop, Tavares. So did you read not limited to?
Not limited to. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is no solid boundary line.
Oh, so they can add in.
Yeah, so echoey.
That's you.
That's you. Cause
yeah, but I got out and got back in. I'll do it again.
All right, okay.
So man, and look, it's the only one that has not limited to too.
Yeah, listen, 5 is 5. The 5 is they know what they're doing with 5.
Oh wow.
And look, they've been quietly working on it for years.
Yeah. Wow.
They've been quietly working on this for years.
Still doing it.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to get on my phone and do it.
Yeah, get on your phone.
So
they've been quietly working on this for years.
So that's what I caught. I was like, wait a minute, why they saying not limited to? But I didn't hear that on all the other ones she was reading.
Man, you can't put not limited to into a boundary because there's not a real boundary. The boundary really doesn't physically exist if you say not limited to, and you only included subdivisions.
Yeah, I'm listening to that. That was only subdivisions. That
was only subdivisions.
Wow.
They playing in y'all face.
He ain't doing a goddamn thing. Big old slouchy grouch.
But they've been working together. If you notice, District 5 has been working with the one at-large position, District 4, and the mayor.
Yup.
That's the 4-on-4.
That's what they're gonna build up. They're like we keep trying to tell y'all. They pushing everything out west.
So if you look at the city council and the mayor, right? The mayor is on the side of 4 and 5, and the one at large.
Yep.
The black folks are on the side of 1, 2, and 3, and the other at large. So it's like a 4 versus 4 thing with the mayor being the deciding vote all the time. Wow. That's what you're up against.
We just trying to teach y'all us something. That's all. We're just trying to teach y'all us something.
Not limited to.
They put it out there for you to see. So.
Yeah, but
it's not like they hid it.
But Shamir, you got to remember, we don't read nothing.
We don't read what you said. What y'all said. If you wanna,
Jock said that. Jock said that.
Yeah.
Jock said that. Jock told us that in a letter, y'all. We forget so much, and I know. What is that letter, Mom? What was that letter of rebuke he had for something? And it was something about a lawsuit. No, it was something he was upset with Malcolm. That's what it was. And it was something he had wrote, this big scathing letter. And he was talking, that's when he said,
that's
it was
the answer to the gerrymandering.
To the gerrymander. All right. So while we talking about property lines, let us not forget. Let's go back in time. I'm so glad we got good minds on our shoulders. I'm so glad we can connect these dots. I want to give a high five to everybody involved in keeping these
Wow.
conversations going. But let's go ahead and get over
a
here.
good catch. That's the second good catch we had in 1 week. You know that, right?
We've been catching this shit for years. That's why we're so good at it.
Wow.
All right. So I'm going to the City of Alexandria's website. All right. Hold on, let me get over here real quick. City of Alexandria. All right. Share this tab instead. All right. So y'all know where I'm at, right? I'm at the City of Alexandria. I'm in the section where they got the old council agendas and old council packets and all this other stuff, right? This is stuff they published. So we're going to go back. When was their gerrymandering? Was it December of last year?
Yeah. Yeah. It was 2025. It was what you looking for?
I'm looking for the letter that went along with it.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be one of them December ones, I guess.
Remember, it was the first December that you did yours.
Oh yeah, it was like December 5th or something.
It was
like
the
that.
first week in December.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, first week in December. Oh no, it's this one. December 2nd?
Yeah, it's gonna be the first one. Whichever one's the first week of December.
All right, let's see if it's here. Nope, it's not this one. It's not this one.
You looking at the info packet, not the agenda.
I'm looking at the info packet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. It was the next one, not this one. Where's the letter? December 16th.
That's because you in 2026.
I'm not. I'm worried
You
about where I'm
are.
at. When meeting info packet.
You were, excuse me. Oh, it looked like you were.
All right. It's F, item F. I think this is it right here. Yeah.
And then he wasn't even there. Was it the time he wasn't even there when he vetoed it? He sent that letter.
You know what we could have just did? You know we could have did? No, we couldn't have did it. That's why he did it. So, they didn't read this letter in the record. But here's the letter.
See, he think he be slick. Especially when they did the utility thing recently, this year. He did the same damn thing. He gave him a letter.
So, does anybody feel comfortable reading this out loud for us?
I literally just heated up my food too. So how about this? How about we take, I'm gonna read and I'm gonna eat my food.
We
Okay.
can take turns. We can
No,
take
you
turns.
ain't
let's
gonna
take
be rude
turns.
and eating your food. You
What
ain't
you
gonna
say?
eat your food and read.
Well, of course not, teacher.
Can somebody read out loud?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll do it
Well,
for the first paragraph, and then you go. Okay, but you
no,
got to
let me
make it.
go. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Can you make it bigger than that, Tavares? Okay, now move it over. Okay, I'll start it out. Voting is a fundamental right. This message, you got to make that bigger. Focuses less on right versus wrong and more on the importance of facts over opinions. Ordinance 129, 2025 is not about fairness or legitimate legal challenge. Rather, it reflects the city council's apparent attempt to arrogate. You got to make that bigger. Shit, I can't see that.
Hold on. I will see if I can.
Just there you go. There we go.
Okay, hold
on. Legal challenges, rather, it reflects the city council's apparent attempt to aggregate unto its. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm scrolling it up.
Okay. Arrogate unto itself the people's power to elect their representatives. The city council actions, including substituting councilors' judgment for that of the voters and remaining silent during. I can't see you got it to no. Take us off the screen. Take us off the screen. Can you take us off the screen? Okay. All right. Okay. Contrived public confusion amounted to more political theater, the fictional kind, than genuine mapping oversight. There was no evidence of any protection or voting rights violation, racial or other discrimination, nor charter breacher, and at times, while claims supporting the ordinance lacked any factual grounding. When, as here, the question is one involving a political dispute versus an actual legal dispute, heightened anxiety of the history and the motives is necessary to ensure fairness to all. I did that. It was revealing. Now, y'all got to remember what's the end result of all of this.
It said heightened scrutiny of the history.
Okay.
Heightened scrutiny of the history and motives is necessary to ensure fairness to all. I did that. It was revealing.
Listen.
And that itself has some type of, and mind you, this is Jock, right? Jock is not afraid to say the reference to this statement is the statement that I referenced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not afraid to do that, right? He will do that shit right in your face and make it sound legit as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure do. Sure will.
So I'll read it.
According to the Alexandria Home Rule Charter, the city's government is divided between an elected council and mayor, with a clear separation of powers and duties. The mayor is required to ensure all laws are faithfully executed. In short, I have to follow the law and ensure all other city officers do as well. The mayor shall be the chief executive officer of the city. All executives and administrative authority shall be exercised by and through the mayor, except as set forth in this charter. Section 3-01, all division department offices and agencies shall be under the direction and supervision of the mayor. Section 4-01A, the mayor shall direct and supervise the administration of all division departments, offices, and agencies of the city, except otherwise provided by this charter or by law. And he shall see that all laws, provisions of this charter, and acts of the council subject to enforcement by him or by officers subject to his direction and supervision are faithfully executed. Section 3-072-3. In the absence of equal protection, discriminatory practices or charter issues decisions fall under the category of what actually motivated the city council majority to enact and instrument that truly redefines what a district is, i.e., the essence of the community of interest, or ensuring minimum. You need to move that like and subscribe is in my way. I can't see like it. Okay, there we go. Stop. Disruption to each areas having common social, cultural, historical, or economic interest. There it goes, y'all. The economic interest. Having disposed of the constitutional questions because no evidence was presented after ample opportunity, return to the home rule charter question. At least 1 year prior to the first primary election for council members following each federal census, the city council shall, by ordinance, alter, change, or rearrange the 5 council districts so that each council district shall contain, as near as it can be determined, the same number of people, section 2-03 C. That's where, see, now he just admitted what Mr. Portman was doing was right. He just admitted it right there. Anyway, in no way does any common reading under the rules of statutory construction indicate this may occur only once. As Jay Goins, city attorney, properly explained, rather it is forth as it brought forth. I guess that's brought forth. I don't know what that word is. Oh, that's my fault. Yes,
okay, you can't see it. It's fourth the minimum requirement. I read it. Of at least one required time it shall occur. And even he started the sentence with and that's grammatically incorrect. That's how you know who you're dealing with. There's no professional in this world that will start a sentence with the word and.
Why does it take 6, 7, 8 paragraphs just to explain something? Like, I done lost my train of thought already. Like, what are we talking about?
That's the job of this letter, is to make you lose.
It was to make you confused. That's what it does. That's what he does. That's how he writes.
He just referenced the guy he hired to tell him what to say.
That's right. Exactly.
He just referenced Jonathan Goins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hired this guy, but listen to him, what he said and I said. I can't with these people. Anyway, in no way does any common reading under the rules of statutory construction. But see, the problem is, the common reading is at least 1 year prior to first primary election for council members following each federal census, the city council shall by ordinance alter, change, rearrange the 5 council districts so that tells you the reason why we're doing it and what we're doing. When you're doing anything other than that, you're defeating the purpose of this part of the charter. So if you're rearranging it so that it is anything other than the equal amount of people per district, then you're violating the charter.
That's right. There you go. Yep.
Plain and simple. And Jock just ran that play. Felter ran that play. That's why they were so worried about somebody running against her.
Yeah.
And look, they did all this fucking lying. Excuse my language. They did all this fucking lying just for her to run unopposed.
Yep. That's right. Sure did.
Exactly. She got her big fugly ass on TV. Just to start interviewing, because she just knew. You know, she had to get. She was about to get out that seat. Pretty much, she knew it, and she deserved to get out that seat. But nobody ran. Nobody ran against her. So
I don't think anybody was ever going to run against her. I
don't know what happened to that dude that ran last time. Like, she would never be in this seat. This seat was given to her.
She'd have to run in District 3 next election.
That's
She'd
right.
have to run in District 3 if she wanted to run it off. She
And
wasn't going to never make it.
She knew
we know
there wasn't going to be nobody, because they was already told, don't run against her. It was already told.
Mm-hmm.
All because of the house she lived in.
Because I raise my kids, my children.
Nobody gives a guy. Listen, I'm of the idea that when we see them whining and crying and complaining, or even having the fucking audacity, the gall to say that something unfair is happening to them. I'm gonna laugh every time. I'm gonna laugh every.
Unfair shouldn't be in a white person's vocabulary, and I said it.
I said those people
The
are
word
protected. They're protected species.
unfair. Okay.
I
I feel
think
like Miss
that,
Leader right now, like I'm about to go in.
but
Not
they're
unfair.
protected species. They're protected species. If you look at all the angles, they're a protected species.
Not unfair. Ooh.
So finish reading, Tavares, since you took over.
With no legal violation. In no way does the common reader of the one required shall occur. And even if that construction is wrong, what no one seemed to grasp was that the city council failed to adopt an ordinance of any semblance complying that provision on time. Mr. Porter had his in early, so it is moot. Two councilors qualified and ran the 2011 districts, and it was only after qualifications under existing boundaries did a former duo of councilors enact a map carving the qualifiers out, with the central one at issue here. Mrs. Felter district, involving supported claims by her purposeful political relationship or retaliation. Oh, political retaliation. She ran unopposed.
And then you little Miss Piggy, if you wanted to change the lines, you could have did that when you first got in. You knew what was about to go down.
That's right. You
You knew what was about to go down.
Yep.
You knew.
Yep.
You thought we didn't know it.
With no legal violations even marginally demonstrated, the real issue becomes the city council's motivation, as well as challenging members' opposition for redefining district boundaries, which always should, as near can be determined, reflect community interest and minimize disruptions to such areas having common social, cultural, historical, economic interests. The Felter plan spits no precincts better, keeps intact communities of interest. By far, the Garden District, South Alexandria City Park, while remaining with one person, one vote, maximum percentage deviation. The Davidson Porter plan disrupts these communities of interest without legitimate basis. But how can that be so when you have plenty of time to come up there and look? And either way it goes, it's the correct map because it meets what the city charter challenges it to meet. To have as many people in the same amount of each district, the equal district of the city. It met the requirements. Anything other than that, it says so that is the purpose of that reason in the charter, is so that each district has the same amount of people. So that means that is the reason why. Anything other than that is not the purpose of that charter. So you can do all this legal mumbo jumbo, but the charter is pretty plain. They have to write the law so people can understand it. But I'll continue. As Daniel Patrick Moynihan admonished, while we are entitled to our own opinions, we are not entitled to our own facts. The awesome power held solely by the people to elect their candidate of choice must be safeguarded by the city council, not twisted into a false narrative or spun from a whole cloth right before our eyes while we were being told, you are not seeing this. Trust us and not your lying eyes and ears. Ironically, the city council seeks to decide who should serve with them, not by election, but by legislative fiat, substituting their judgment for the people's. Their elected office counselor is not properly an appointed post. Given a full opportunity, there is no evidence of violation of one person, one vote. There was no evidence of a voting rights or racially discriminatory process in the admission by the original authors of the claim. And there is no way to fabricate these facts into charter violations. Now, one substantial claim by one person testifying in favor of the ordinance was grounded in a factually correct rendition, and so it is of no surprise that the conclusion drawn non sequiturs. Having disposed of the non-existent legal surrounding the purported need to enact Ordinance 129-2025, the rest of the exercise here becomes one of real politics. The politics are well documented by this more complete record and common knowledge of those holding local office. This has zero to do with why. This has nothing
Why
to
is
do.
this so goddamn long?
Because you have to lie. You have to lie to support your lie.
This probably how he won his cases, just by writing long ass documentation.
You ain't gonna win this one. Because look at this. The politics are well documented by a more complete record of the common knowledge of those holding local office. And those politics, I note, are quite permitted in this case. Regarding a former council's attempt, legacy control, her attempt to legacy control her former district helped install the next seat holder, exact revenge for a friend who purposely fomented frivolous litigations to unseat Ms. Felter, all the while maintaining a hidden hand, the base, even rank motivations of others compelled that their gambit be stopped. But nobody ran against you. This doesn't make any sense. Who is this invisible people that you're basing your whole legal opinion on?
This, y'all, he had to do something to cover up the ideal of what they were initially trying to do.
That's sad, bro.
I got a question. So, what if District 1 or District 2 wanted to change the lines? How do y'all think that would have went?
Well, I tell you what, once you get this election out the way and y'all get out there and y'all get Greg into the seat, y'all get Mr. Porter back into his seat, and y'all get Malcolm up there as mayor, you can go back and fix this. You can literally take this piece of paper and turn it into a paper airplane and then fly it around the office if you want to. We can go with the maps that are the ones that the city charter says that we need to go with, not the one that they want you to go with. That includes Lizzie Felter's address, which doesn't make any sense because the only difference between those two maps is apparently Lizzie Felter's address. So out of all the things that we could have made different on that map and this map is moving Lizzie Felter's fucking address from out of District 4.
That's called neighborhood discrimination.
Neighborhood discrimination. That's crazy. Because I can still swear that we live in the same houses and we live in the same goddamn street. We're still neighbors. Just because we live in a different district does not make us. We still have to do. So you
But this
want
be
better?
the same people. But this be the same people up there praying, y'all. That be trying to pray for the whole city during meetings. That's why I don't believe in praying for every meeting.
You know
every
what?
occasion.
You right.
Like, I don't believe
You
in it.
right. You right. And that always say they pray for them before they pray on them. Yep. Because the same Chuck Fowler and the fucking same Jim Villard and the same goddamn fucking excuse my language, all the people that get up there and pray, the Lizzie Felters get up there and pray to the same Jesus that is the same Jesus for District 1, 2, and 3. You gonna pray for them and still sit down and vote and treat them like shit? That's crazy to me.
No, bro, they're still gonna go and cut their lights on.
It's still go in the summertime.
During extreme heat. Okay, there you
In
go.
the summertime.
All right. They think we forgot.
But Lizzie Felter sitting up there, running unopposed. That's why I'm saying, what are you talking about? Thus, we are left with the community exercise of an 8th vote in the form of a veto. We do not face the equal protection, racial disparity, illegality, or other serious questions. We are left with political motivations and two desires. protecting an incumbency and creating protective of a designed incumbency, with key difference being latter involved subterfuge, vitrification, misleading and cherry-picked constructions of law, and totally false propositions. We are returning to some already relied upon district. The constant drumbeat of the return to the only proper district is as serious or outright false as the constant claim of the same former duo did not violate the charter when they passed an imbalanced budget, necessitating another quite appropriate veto by Mayor Hall. So you'll invoke Mayor Hall to cover your ass with this bullshit veto. But any
This
other
one
time,
thing I would have allowed you to put through ChatGPT, because goddamn, I lost my train of thought at least 4 or 5 times.
you know I'm going to put this through ChatGPT.
God damn.
When the aims of the plans are moderately analyzed and disputes reveal that purely political nature masquerade. But his whole point of view is based on the fact that somebody was trying to politically fuck over Lizzie Felter and she runs unopposed. Your whole argument falls apart. All of it.
It does. And that needs to be said. Hey, Lizzie, your whole argument falls apart with the legal gerrymandering because you went in unopposed. Put that on Facebook.
They need to clip this. Hold on, I'm gonna say this for the StreamYard. The StreamYard said do this. All right, so clip this. According to this City Charter, you did violate the city charter by making the map the way you gerrymandered the map, Lizzie and Jock, right? So basically, the map that Mr. Porter and Ms. Davidson presented was the correct map for the city as per the city charter, because it does say so that, right? And so that means a lot. It means everything, actually. It's the reason why something happened. So you did, in fact, violate the charter. And this whole entire letter that Jock Roy wrote, even after I run it through ChatGPT, even after I run it through Gemini, and Gemini untangles and ungarbles all this bullshit, at the end of the day, I think that we're just going to be inconclusive. This is a bunch of bullshit, and you know it. And you know it. This is
Why
a whole
you wrote all that just to like
just some bullshit, just to have you read, just to have us
you
sit
know
up
what
and
I
read.
noticed with y'all, like, because remember I used to tell y'all, watching him talk, I just never understood nothing he was saying. And now I realize, like you said, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It's like he takes at least 3 left turns and 5 right turns just to tell you which way to go.
Nigga, you're lying for what? Just say you
So
lying.
I see why he became a lawyer, because he talks too goddamn much.
But I mean, it's just all it's all, you know.
And then he be summoning all his staff to go to them bullshit ass meetings. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Like when he did that little press conference on top of the damn city hall steps to talk about what him and Richie doing.
That's sad.
He summons his people.
That's sad.
Who want to work in an environment like that?
That's sad. But this y'all mayor, this the one that's going around telling black
mayor.
folks.
He's the business mayor, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He the one going around telling black folks, you know what I'm saying? He uses it for toilet tissue. Yep, they can use it for toilet tissue. Hey, Miss Jackson. Yeah. I mean, it don't take much just to, like, it honestly don't take much just to go and look this shit up. Right? We read it the first time it came out.
Right, y'all do. Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's just bullshit.
Are you putting it through ChatGPT while you're talking?
No.
Okay, so do it, please, sir. You sound like him.
I don't want to do it. That's not what I intended to do.
I think you need to.
Let's see what happens if I copy and paste all of this.
You probably got the pro edition of
Nah, I don't.
your AI stuff.
I just know what questions to ask. All you gotta do is know what questions to ask and know who to ask it to. All right, so I'm gonna hit it with, what does this mean? All right, and then I paste everything I just copied. All right. And then, I might not let me submit it.
Just do the keyboard shortcut then instead of the mouse shortcut.
Hold on. I got a better idea. I think what I can do is I can step back. Right. I can step back and make it like this. And what I can do.
You gonna save it and upload it or something?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and upload the screenshot to ChatGPT.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't understand what you said.
I said, are you gonna upload it?
Yeah, I'm gonna upload a caption.
Okay.
Save image. All right, so I'm saving the image. I'm gonna show you how I do this. All right, so boom. Image. Upload the image. Oh, wow.
So when does Carmelo get his new trial? We don't know yet.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with this.
Not you. Carmelo's number one fan.
No, because I took a break. It was so much coming in today. They just went off the rails. These boys was fucking Nazis. These twins was Nazis. And you got the fucking right to tell me that it wasn't racially motivated? They picked on kids for a living. That's what they got off on. They were arrested in elementary for picking on a kid. They got, these kids were...
I mean, don't they do that to us, though? They pull up our history and stuff like that, right?
But
they
this
blast
is what
us
they
all
left
over
out of the
internet.
original trial, though. That boy, they went and picked on that boy. I don't care what nobody said.
Man, I know how that went. I could just imagine how that went. What you doing sitting over here? You don't go here. You don't, and he ain't gonna back down. Who would back down? If they were invited over there, like he said, he said he was invited over there. He ain't just randomly sit his ass down. Even if he did.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch my camera. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all my whole screen so y'all can see it.
Mr. Leader, what crime TV show you watching today?
Ma'am, I am not reading. I mean, I am not watching.
You say I ain't reading.
I'm reading.
Look at him.
I couldn't lie. I could not lie. I am reading. I can multitask, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I got you.
Sometimes.
All right, so I uploaded the snapshot into the ChatGPT, and it told me this. Okay, and here's the summary and the key points made in the statement.
Is it gonna be longer than the?
No, they summarized it. Look, this is what they summarized it into the 4 bullet points.
Man.
5 bullet points.
Thank
So
you.
the mayor has vetoed ordinance 129 in entirety, arguing that disputes surrounding the council redistrict statement asserts that there was no factual evidence, legal proof showing violations actually.
Tavares, we can't hear you. Come on, read.
Oh,
Read.
my, because I'm mumbling.
Well,
This is
stop.
addressing section 2-03C, which states that the council district must be altered at least 1 year prior to the primary election, along following the census. The statement notes that this is the minimum required rather than restriction action to only once. Points out the council failed to adopt the compliant ordinance on time. Critique of the proposed map. The veto message argues that David's support and plan disrupts local communities of interest, such as the Garden District and South Alexandria City Park, and splits district boundaries specifically out of political motivation and targeted retaliation against council member rather than genuine community alignment. Conclusion. The mayor framing the council's actions as political theater and real politics rather than legitimate legal necessity, justifying the veto as the exercise of the executive duty to protect the voter's choice and prevent it. But you know what I'm going to tell Gemini? I'm going to tell Gemini Felter ran on a
You is too stupid.
You gonna tell it to do what?
I was just told it that Felter ran unopposed.
Oh.
He wanted an opinion.
All right. He said, which response was more helpful? The choice, look, we can make this choice together, y'all. Let me get y'all more on the screen. We can make this choice together. Right? This is the helpful response. Let the response may take a moment. Choice A, regarding Councilwoman Felter running unopposed, the mayor's veto message explicitly addresses the history around her district's boundaries and her election status. Elected under existing boundaries, the mayor points out that the two council members, including Ms. Felter, qualified and ran under the existing 2011 map. Timing of the redraw. The document highlights the council failed to pass the redistrict ordinance on time before the election. It was only after Ms. Felter qualified for her seat that those existing boundaries and the former council duo introduced the new map to carve out her district. Political retaliation claims. The veto message argues that altering her district boundaries after she qualified, regardless of whether she ran opposed or faced an opponent, was an attempt to purposeful political retaliation and legacy control rather than a legitimate legal necessity. Based on the veto document, the context is central to the mayor's argument. The timeline of qualification. The mayor points out that the council members qualified ran under the boundaries established in 2011. Because Councilwoman Felter was qualified without opposition under those district lines, the mayor argues that any late attempts to redraw her district after the fact is unjustified. But it wasn't after the fact.
Keep in mind that it wasn't after the fact because you got to remember now, 2020 was COVID, okay? So they hadn't finished with the census because of COVID. Remember, everything got shot down. So the 2020 census was not released until later on.
Let's see, what I can do is whatever point that we make, I can just type that point in and it'll adjust. And yeah,
because the census was not completed until after COVID. You got to remember that. That was the holdup. COVID, the shutdown of COVID.
The document explicitly alleges that the redistrict ordinance, Davidson Porter Plan, Orders 129/2025, was crafted to specifically target Mrs. Felter's district by carving out central areas. Political motivation. The mayor asserts that since no legal or constitutional voting violations were demonstrated, The redistricting attempt was driven by political maneuvering, specifically accusing former duo of councilors of trying to exact revenge or control of her seat rather than out of acting legal necessary. In short, the fact she qualified ran under the existing boundaries serves as the key premise for why Mayor calls for the post-election boundary changes as an act of political retaliation rather than legitimate legal correction. What are you doing?
My head. My bad.
Jesus.
She hitting her head like that? Shamir.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Was you hitting your head like that?
Oh,
I was like, damn, what's wrong with them? I'm sorry.
pat your weave, ladies. Pat your weave, ladies. He done reading.
No. I asked her, how does the reignite plan factor into this?
You dumb.
He done using his brain, I guess.
Yeah. In the context of Alexandria city governance, economic planning, the reignite plan directly intersects with the redistricting dispute in two main ways. Are you reading this with me, folks?
Woo! I'm saying
economic and community impact areas. Reignite is Mayor Jack Roy's flagship revitalization initiative targeting major infrastructure, economic development, and healthcare recreational corridors such as Masonic Drive Corridor, local mall projects, and surrounding neighborhoods. The mayor's veto heavily emphasizes protecting key commercial and residential hubs like the Garden District, South Alexandria, and City Park, and is central to those long-term economic plans. Political alignment and council control, because Reignite involves substantial municipal funding allocations, development priorities, and citywide resources, and control over council seat boundaries influences which council members oversee specific development zones. The mayor frames the council's attempted boundary redraw, Ordinance 129, as a political play by specific members to exert control over local districts and legislative seats, which directly impacts major administration policies like Reignite move forward.
Tavares, you need to send that to me.
Just clip this.
I don't do no clipping. I don't know all that.
No, clip this.
Tavares, I don't know what that means, okay? I don't know what that means. Just send it to me. Don't tell me.
Okay, so when you say that, what it does is StreamYard automatically, the AI for StreamYard kicks in and it tells it to automatically clip this part of the video so we can go viral with just this part.
This right here needs to go viral. This right here definitely needs to go viral. So you need to clip this.
Yeah, boy, we hit the goal by tonight.
There we go. We done been hitting them gold mines left and right, Miss
Yeah,
Shamir.
we hit the goal by tonight, baby. And it happened right now, just for y'all. I did this trick just for y'all.
Look at this shit. Clip, how you say clip it?
Clip this, clip this, nigga. Clip it.
So people, like I said before, Reignite is a come over from Spark. And it had to be done. This had to take place in order for it to be done.
There's the answer right there.
Yeah, there's
your answer to everything is right there.
Yep. In plain sight.
Goodness gracious. Y'all know how he gonna debate this. Oh well, you know that
You
have AI.
No, it's not AI. First off, just tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Don't worry about who answered the question. Just tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me that you can't read this and tell me that I'm wrong. Argue with the facts because I only fed it the facts. Matter of fact, I did so in such a manner where I took a screenshot of what you said. I added in the fact that Felter ran unopposed. We read into that. And then I asked it, how does the reignite plan factor into this? That's a straightforward question. And this is the answer. Ta-da! Listen, guys. We got you the answers. Where's that lady at? I want to let her know that was the answer. The answer that we gave her last week was the answer.
What are you talking about, Tawara?
The lady that came up and said that her thing with the, what Brother Tyrell Brown said, that was they mislabeled a charge on our credit.
Oh, so what happened? What
it
was
was just it's an administrative thing. It's not real.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, it's real, but it's not real. It's not a.
That's a good thing that she paying attention to her statements.
That is great.
You know, everybody got to pay attention to stuff like that. That's how you get scammed. You know.
That's why. Hold on, let me get my screenshot ready, because I'm screenshotting this. Y'all screenshot this. I don't know why y'all not watching this damn show in full screen, bro. Turn your goddamn device sideways.
I got on my phone after I was told to get off. So I got on my phone, but I took a screenshot for you.
Yeah, screenshot this.
There's your answer. It's only 10:34, and you got the answer. Wow, that's real. That's deep, y'all. That is deep.
You know, and then I'll tell you something else. We can go even deeper with it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. We could say something like, what could happen if Jacques Roy loses his re-election?
That's a good question.
To Malcolm Barbadane. To check election updates. Right. It tells you, look, it gives you the voter information too. So if an electoral shift were to occur between Mayor Jacques Roy and Councilman Malcolm Barbadane, several policy and governance changes likely unfold in Alexandria. Shift in executive legislative dynamics. Council alignment. Councilman Malcolm Barbadane has been a central figure of the Alexandria City Council, often co-sponsor ordinance alongside members like Cynthia Perry. A transition from Mayor Roy to Barbadane would end the friction currently seen between the mayor's office and the council majority, such as the veto disputes over redistricting maps like Ordinance 129-2025. Redistricting and council boundaries. Mayor Roy vetoed the council-approved redistricting plan. The Davis supported Barbadane plan to protect the existing boundaries. A Barbadane administration will likely support the council's preferred district maps, alter boundary lines for districts like Lizzie Felton. Strategic direction and capital and economic programs. Reignite program overhaul. Mayor Roy's administration established the Reignite initiative to direct capital investments into specific commercial infrastructure and residential corridors. The new administration would have the authority to reallocate municipal resources, shift economic priorities, and restructure the administration's initiative to align with Barbadane's platform. Budget and infrastructure priorities. Executive leadership dictates administrative appointments, department oversight, and how public works, sanitation, and utility contracts that were submitted to the council for approval. Administrative appointments. Under the Alexandria Home Rule Charter, the mayor serves as the chief executive responsible for supervising the city departments, divisions, and administrative officers. A change in leadership will likely lead to shift in key administrative posts, including the city attorney's office and the department director. Screenshot that. Yeah, screenshot that.
Get it. That's
Clip
it.
this. Clip this.
Now, what did you the strategic directions of capital and economic?
That means that he could dismantle Reignite and reform it however he wants to, even though the money's spent.
Yeah, yeah.
Clip this. I mean, what else do you want to ask it?
That right there is good.
No, I mean it can get more detailed. As long as you're asking the correct question, it's always going to give you the correct answer. You can ask a biased question, which that's what I'm trying to show y'all that I don't do. I fed it. Now, mind you, all this started when I fed it that veto. When I fed it that veto, that's when this conversation started. And then I asked it about Reignite. And then I said that Lizzie Felter ran unopposed. Those are all facts. And then I cross-referenced it with Reignite. It gave me that answer. And then I asked it about something else. And then I asked it about this right here. What could happen if Jock Roy loses his re-election to Malcolm Arverdine?
So my question is, y'all, since Lizzie gerrymandered, can anybody else gerrymander now?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sure can.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Let's go. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
It's open season. And now keep in mind now, District 5 is what?
It's small.
No, what
It's not limited to. It's not limited to.
Yeah, it is.
That's an open border. I thought they were against open borders.
Oh, Lord.
So that means that you can take some more out of District 5. You can push them into District 3. That goes with the stores and businesses and everything. Now the people are protest, but hey, if the numbers don't look right, like you can lie like Jock Roy did and Lizzie Felter did.
Like these people literally work behind the scenes to make this happen.
Mm-hmm. See, all of that had a timely manner to have it done so that when he got ready to push out the night, everything was going to need to be in place.
Like you said, they be planning stuff all ahead, like way ahead of time. They working on something else right now while we talking about this.
Look,
they still trying to deal with the Western Gold Ring building right now. They ain't gave nothing up.
Look, let me tell you something. He's banking all of this of him getting back in that office. Everything is banked on him getting back in that office. I'm telling you.
This is the biggest gamble he's ever made.
Yes, right here. Yep.
Yep.
Because
he know what's gonna happen if he lose.
He know he's gonna lose.
He already know. Them people gonna they gonna put a hit out on his ass.
Man, they gonna hurt him.
Telling you, they gonna jump his ass at the Pentecostal church.
Man, they gonna beat that dick.
Okay, let's talk about, now that you mentioned that. Now, all this time, we thought he lived in District 4.
Yeah,
Why?
that letter on his page, Tavares.
He said he lived in District 1.
Yeah, I'll read it. I can't wait to read it. Hold up. Pull that up.
Yeah, pull up that letter. Now,
it's on his page.
What is his address?
That's what I'm saying, because We read the District 1, but District 1 does include Johnny Downs and,
Yes,
some of
that's
the
true.
Coliseum and stuff like that. So, but, we're going to have to see. That's why duh, Shamiri, that's why they building up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he thought he was just going to slide that shit in that letter.
I think that was so slick, not limited to. Ain't that some
And that part,
slick
too.
ass shit? Excuse my language, y'all. I ain't got my
No,
coach
I
hat.
wasn't talking about that part. I was also talking about he slid in that he stays in District 1 in that letter on his page. Since when? Since when did you stay in District 1?
Oh, there you go.
Scroll down. It's a letter. It's from the first week of August, I believe. That was my first time seeing it because I don't follow his page at all.
Jockey he been really getting y'all, boy. Woo-wee, he been getting y'all.
No, it's
This
not
must
on
not
here.
be this is not the page.
What page?
I think he probably made another one. It could be Joffrey's War. What? I don't know. Like, it ain't that one. Cause somebody posted the letter. Who shared that letter? Who shared that page? Somebody shared it
Where?
on Facebook.
Tavares, it's in his what's the name? It's on his page.
It wasn't on that one. I think he got more than one.
You sure I'm not the city of
It was
Alexandria?
wasn't it an old letter? It wasn't something new, right?
It was from August. Let me
Did
see.
we
I'm
share it?
about to
Did
I'm
we
about
put
to
it
look
in the
at something.
group?
I'm about to look. I'm about to look right now.
Yeah, we got all kind of documents.
Okay, I found it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, look how quick that works.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. No, I'm about to save it and I'm about to send it. Hold on. Shout out to our groups we be having, man. Dang.
We be having it, man.
We be having it, bro. Oh, he posted it on his personal page. That's why we ain't see it. He posted it on his personal page. He really think he's slick.
You know something?
What?
It won't let me. I'll tell you what I'll do.
It's
Look
a
at this.
picture.
Copy. And then I'm going to save it. And watch what I'm going to do. Watch what I'm going to do. Guess
We
what I'm going
can't
to do?
watch nothing.
Guess what I'm going to do?
Figure it out.
I'm going to upload it to I'm going to upload it. And we better see.
Miss Alita got me doing all this reading. I'm excited to do it now.
I love your reading.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You can read that.
Hurry up.
Read
Please.
that. Can you read it?
Where is it? No, we can't see the screen.
Hold on.
You need to put it on the screen. We can't see it.
Oh, damn. My bad.
I literally just said, oh.
My bad. Read this for me.
No, I want to read the actual letter. Yeah, I want to read the letter first. All right. Can you zoom in, please?
No. Hold on.
Well,
No, I can't.
why'd you do it the way that you did it then? I didn't ask you to do that. All right. What? All right. Let me get through this without laughing. It's so blurry, man. Thanks. Almost 4 years ago, every measure of city health was heading in the wrong direction, we had to take decisive action in terms of leadership as we did. Today, the numbers point in a better direction, and you can see it. A cleaner city, a safer city, a city with hope and promise. Still, the real concerns is public safety. Career criminals cannot have free run of our streets and neighborhoods, and police must work block by block with people who know where the risks are. As promised, we are solving both serious and small crimes faster while delivering record officer hiring, pay, benefits, equipment, and resources. Every promise made kept. Social media is hard on Alexandria, often repeating false claims that go unchallenged. Some say people should live elsewhere. I don't. This is my city with beauty, strong, innovative people, personality, and faith. My family and I live here in District 1. And it says, parentheses, by the numbers, the least safe overall area of the city. And we are unafraid. We know Alexandria has real public safety challenges, but we also know there is a beautiful life here worth defending. So how can that be? Because we are safe from random acts of violence, but we are not strangers to the effects of crime. That is why we keep working, daily together with Chief Grimion, helming a strong department in my administration, removing obstacles and providing resources to him without resistance. You know what? Chad Grimion and I are a good team. When I returned in 2023, the picture had changed drastically. By mid-previous administration, 2021, Alexandria rocketed to 34 homicides. In 2025, there were 12. That's a 64% decline. 75% annualized change through May 2026. Critically, shootings are down by 47% from 2023 through 2025. And property crime is down 46%. Q4 2022 through Q1 2026. This is the right direction. Better statistics are no comfort to victims, families, and neighborhoods still carrying the weight of violence. Street justice destroys families, especially robs our community of young men, and shapes how the world sees Alexandria, driving terrible and cyclical outcomes for families. Violence anywhere touches us all. We are called to do better, to stem violence everywhere when it occurs anywhere. It may not be at your door, but it affects how the world sees us, talks about us, and rates us. In some ways, Alexandria has two views of itself and its relationship to law and order. Alexandrians want the same basic things: safety, good schools, and a fair chance at economic success. But too many still live under the code of the street. That must change. This is not time to celebrate. It is time to come together around a plan that is working. We turn around a period of failure, and now we must drive crime down even further. That means tracking serious repeat offenders through the system, holding every layer accountable, and engaging neighborhoods block by block. As one family with law enforcement, let's double down on what we already did, that would put us at the top of the good list. Last two. The reasons to support me are straightforward. I spend my time trying to unite our city. I am ready and know what to do. And I am proven. Public safety comes first, but city systems must work together. From utilities and basic services to economic development and neighborhood renewal, Alexandria is better off now, and we cannot turn back. We must also take back our story from those who back no, I'm sorry. Back to the wrong direction. Don't what I don't like how this look, y'all. It's kind of messed up. Hold up. Let's see. Work together from utilities and basic services to economic development and neighborhood renewal. Alexandria is better off now, and we cannot turn back. We must also take back our story from those who constantly down our city and our quality of life. We are not there yet, not in the red zone, but we are across the 50 driving. Don't turn back to the wrong direction. Don't throw an interception. Support me, our community, and our plans for another term, not to celebrate what we have done, but to finish what we started. Target the people driving and allowing violence to occur. Restore troubled neighborhoods with opportunity, as you saw with Spark and now Reignite. Capture new value, adding economic development prospects, and continue to support business growth. Not quite 4 years ago, Alexandria faced an that's that word, Mr. Leader.
Existential.
Existential, yeah. Crisis, both in public safety and our utilities. I'm Jacquees Roy, and I am your mayor. I do this for every family, including my own. I ask for your support so we can keep this momentum, finish the work, and move forward together, ready, proven.
That means that it's gonna take 32 years to get a good goddamn touchdown with Jack Roy. If 16 years you've been in office and we're only halfway there, then it's gonna take 32 years to fucking finish the job, bro.
By that time, he gonna retire. He ain't even gonna be doing it. He
Nigga,
gonna
we
package
don't
to
want to hear
somebody
that
else.
shit. No.
He just gonna package to somebody else. That's all.
I think he's trying to outdo Ned Randolph. That's what I think he's trying to do.
32 years is too long.
He did 25 years.
And they'll let him do it.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask Gemini.
Yeah.
How
That was long as hell. I feel like I read
accurate
like
is this letter? I just say, how accurate is the letter?
how do you gonna know?
They always know. The letter is factually consistent with official city data, though it frames the statistics using specific baselines tailored to support the mayor's political message. Fact checking. Homicide 34/2021 accurate. Official Alexandria Police Department certified crime release report. The homicides peaked at 34 in 2021 under the previous municipal administration. By 2025, certified APD data. They do their own data.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Leadership and belief. Okay. Accurate. Jack Roy returned to office in 2023 and appointed Chief Grillion to lead the Alexandria Police Department, implementing intelligence-led and targeted neighborhood policing. shooting and property crime reduction, accurate to city releases. You see what I'm saying? He's quoting his own numbers.
Yeah, because again, he said city releases. That means what was
You're quoting your own numbers. While the figures in the letters are derived from certified city and police records, evaluating his accuracy requires understanding how political campaign messaging presents crime statistics. Select the baseline. Select the baseline comparison. The letter compares crime figures to 2021, a historic peak in violent crimes for Alexandria and U.S. cities following pandemic era disruption. Comparing current figures against the absolute peak highlight of at 64% drop, whereas comparing year-over-year figures yields different percentage of charges. National trends. Violent crimes and homicides declined sharply nationwide between 2022 and 2025 across many mid-sized American cities. While local policing initiatives played a role, broader national trends also contributed to the decrease. Public perception versus data. As the letter acknowledges, residents' personal experience with crime often differ from aggregate statistical declines, which is why crime remains primary topic of a debate. And okay, is this legal? Oh no, not illegal. Is this campaign rhetoric?
jargon?
I would just say rhetoric. Yes, it is political campaign rhetoric, but it's also rooted in real statistics. The political communication rhetoric refers to how language, framing, and data selection are structured to persuade voters. While the letter cites actual police records, it uses classic campaign framing techniques to present those numbers in the most favorite light possible. How rhetoric is structured: strategic, baseline selection, peak and trend. The claim: homicide dropped 64%, then from 34 to 21 to 12 in 2025. The rhetorical strategy: in 2021 was a historical spike in violent crimes across the entire country during the pandemic. By picking the single worst year under the predecessor as the baseline, the percentage drop appears much larger than the compared to the year-over-year figures from his own term. Oh, snap. Attributing broader trends to local leadership. The claim: local police strategy and administration support caused crime to fall. Rhetorical strategy: violent crimes and homicides dropped significantly nationwide across most mid-sized U.S. cities. While local policy plays a role, candidates routinely claim sole credit for macro-level post-pandemic declines while downplaying national trends. Politicization and vulnerability. I live here too. The claim: pointing out that he and his family live in District 1, statistically the least safe district, Rhetorical strategy: this is designed to dismantle criticism that executive is out of touch or insulated from the community's daily challenges, framing his policy goals as personal rather than political. Metaphors and urgency and progress. The claim: we are across 50 driving, don't turn back, don't throw an interception, a rhetorical strategy. Sports metaphors create a sense of forward momentum and warm voters against changing leadership midstream by framing a vote and an opponent to step backward. Campaign slogans and branding. The repeated use of stylized, bolded keywords, phrases like made, kept, right, direction, together, ready, proven, serve as formal campaign branding intended to leave lasting impressions on voters. The statistics cited are supported by city records. However, the document is fundamentally a persuasive political document designed to convince voters to extend his term. Low. Okay. Yeah, that's what that was. Clip it. Clip it. Take a screenshot.
What did it say?
It's propaganda.
Okay.
It's propaganda. Oh, well, I just asked, is this propaganda? And I haven't challenged the truthfulness of it, right? I haven't challenged the truthfulness of it because I could have, right? Because what's documented, whether a political document is classified as propaganda often depends on how the term is defined. The broader definition is persuasive campaign material. If propaganda is defined broadly as information in persuasive language formatted specifically to promote a political cause or point of view, then yes, this letter fits that definition. Purpose. It is designed to influence public opinion and voter behavior. Framing. It selects specific metrics that present the current administration in the best possible light while framing alternative choices as risky or a step backwards. Language. It utilizes persuasive techniques, emotional appeals regarding safety, community, and memorable campaign slogans, together, ready, proven. You know what? That's what its slogan is, together, ready, proven. Narrow definition is a false or deceptive information. If propaganda is defined strictly as deliberately misleading, deceptive, or false information, this letter is generally not propaganda. Now, the fact that we know that there is false information, like AI doesn't, that's the difference between what AI knows and what we know. We know that there's false information in there. So it absolutely meets the second definition. And I'll read that as well. If propaganda is defined strictly as deliberately misleading, deceptive, or false information, then this letter is generally not propaganda. But we know that it contains lies. Fact-based data. The core numbers cited, such as homicide statistics, police hiring efforts, and specific percentage reductions in violent property crimes, are backed by public records and administrative reports. So again, they reference themselves. They come up with the numbers, and then they reference the numbers that they come up with. Right? So those numbers could literally be anything that you want to make. Open political communication. It is standard signed campaign letter from an incumbent elected official outlining their platform and defending their track record. Summary. The letter best described as a standard political campaign communication. It relies on verifiable statistics but uses strategic framing, curated baselines, and persuasive language to encourage voters to support a current administration. Election information. Okay, all right. So what did we learn? Clip this. We learned that the numbers and the successes that he's citing, all this certain crime, these were national trends. They had zero to do with this administration, and he knows that. He's lying. These were national trends. Yes, it's propaganda, and no, it's not propaganda. But we know he's lying, so yes, it is propaganda. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It is what it is. Clip this. That's what Jock Roy's been doing this whole time. Playing in y'all faces.
He was being a politician / lawyer.
He was being a politician.
You actually revealed it tonight.
I used you. I gotta find that clip. See, that's the way I use ChatGPT, because I know for a fact that ChatGPT doesn't know everything. So I take it with a grain of salt.
But it admits that it don't.
Yeah. But I mean, when you ask it fact-based questions that have verifiable, then you can't really argue with the answer.
Yeah.
Because it really did all the cross-referencing for us. Especially that top part when they said that the whole gerrymander thing was politically motivated, and it was on them. They were doing it. Oh man,
That's a good one.
yeah, that's a good one. We got any comments? I saw the comments moving. Oh, she said, ha ha ha. How many likes are on that post, and when did he post it? I don't know. Let's look. Well, I'm not on the post. He posted it on his real page. Yeah, he posted that on his real page. What'd he say? Hold on, let me close this out. Shoot. There you go. He said, if we do not shore up public safety and basic services, there is no opportunity to just follow the signs that push us to actions and warn us. Man, he's a propagandist. I listen, and he's good at what he does, which is nothing. He blusters. That's what he does. He filibusters. He filibusters by himself. I mean, he could talk himself to sleep if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he just does. He just rambles, and it just, and you can tell in his writing that's what he does. He just blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I don't know, folks. Oh, we 2.5 hours. Okay, yeah. All right, listen. We'll be back Tuesday with more information and more dedication. But we'll be back. We're gonna rock y'all with some more facts. Right in the face. right in the face. Oh, sorry, that just takes me. I'm sorry. Can we get some like name calling? Can we go through the list of names, Miss Alita?
Yes, we can. Let's start at the top. We had Adrian Hall. Thank you, Miss Battles, Miss Bell, Mr. Gregory Scott, Latasha, Universal Collective Network, Miss Thomas. Thank you. Miss Jackson. Thank you. Miss Colson. We didn't have a full house tonight for a change. That's unusual for us, but that's good. But thank you guys for your comments and everything that you guys do, showing up and how do you say that? What's the word I want to use? Golly, I can't remember the word I want to use. Interacting, that's the word. 10 troublemaker. Interacting with us every time we come on here. But this was some good stuff, you guys. And we definitely going to be using it to the fullest. I promise you we will. This is going to be interesting. We need to get a picture of Jock Roy and put that and Lizzie Felter together. I'm just saying.
I keep telling y'all that, listen, so you can't say that the way they gerrymandered wasn't racist because they said it was.
Yeah.
They talked about community.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean community? Because I mean, it doesn't matter if you live across the street from somebody. They live in a different district. They just live in a different district. It's not that crucial. But to y'all, it is. So I mean, it was racist.
Yep, it was racist.
And by you vetoing it, that solidified the racism. Now, mind you, I didn't ask ChatGPT whether or not, I didn't check it for its facts. I didn't tell it that the crime numbers are not what they are. I didn't tell it no outside information. I just fed it exactly what Jack Roy said. And that's important because you want to test everything in his universe, right? In that universe where he's made up so much shit. You want to make sure that everything inside that universe isn't propaganda, isn't like brainwashing shit. It is, and this is brainwashing shit. This is to make you think that he's responsible for national trends, and he's not.
Exactly. Exactly.
And he knows he's not. And they're saying that it's a common political practice because of that particular factor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Taking credit for national trends. And that's the only two things that he wanted to take credit for. It's two things he had nothing to do with. Not nothing. You notice he ain't mentioned Spark or Reignite then. I mean, listen, I already see it coming. I see it coming. I see it coming like what's happening with this Carmelo case.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about these white folks, their brains gonna explode. Who would have thought that them two little thugs were fucking KKK members? Who would have thunk it?
Well, Tavares, it's not certified that they're KKK members.
They went around spray painting KKK, kill all blacks on stuff. They spray painted Heil Hitler on public property.
But Tavares, that don't mean that they KKK just because they did that. I'm not
sound like them white people.
What?
You sound like them white people.
Okay. I'm not saying that because
I'm saying that if you wrote it down on a piece of paper, I would say you were.
Okay, so
if you were to write it down in crayon,
hold up. So if I put Black Power, if I write Black Power down, does that make
do we go around defacing public property and going to jail for it?
That's not the same, Tavares.
That is the same. That's exactly what they did.
You're
That's
adding
what I'm saying.
more.
Stick to the fact. I'm not adding more.
I
That's
was
not adding more.
talking about KKK, and you went on a whole direction.
Man, that is, you're not listening to nothing I'm saying. If you said you went around spray painting Black Power on public property, I'd say you was wrong. Just like I would say that them going around spraying KKK, all niggers must die on a paint on a wall is wrong. But I say this, I'm gonna say that they're wrong. And I'm not gonna compare the two because that doesn't happen on our end. We don't go around spray painting public property with Black Power. They spray painted all things or kill all black people. That's what they did. They spray painted that on walls and went to jail for it. You don't go to jail for, like, I haven't heard of anybody going to jail. A majority of the stuff that we spray paint on walls is art, not just the KKK Heil Hitler. They wrote Heil Hitler on the wall. Them two twins and went to jail for it. You mean to tell me that them ain't no members? I don't care if they members or not. They said they were. Let's treat them like they told you who they was. You ain't gotta argue with them. They showed you who they was. No argument needed. I don't know what to tell you. 102 likes and posted August 12th. Yeah. 102 likes and it was posted on the 12th.
Mm-hmm. Because probably a lot of people don't know he got a personal page.
Probably a lot of people don't care.
Yeah, that's true too. But as I was saying, there's no certification saying they're KKK members. That's all I was saying. You took it to a whole nother level.
Well,
okay.
If they said they KKK members, they were KKK members.
Okay, all right.
If they going around spraying KKK on stuff, then I would just assume they can. I don't have the benefit of the doubt to give them. You feel me? You can give it the benefit of it. I don't have it to give them. I don't want to give it to them. Once you tell me you KKK, yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, I got you.
I don't care what you put it on. People can disagree. It's okay to disagree. But yeah, once you tell me you KKK, that's it.
Miss Colson said they may not be members, but they
support them. You damn right. You damn right. You better believe it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You talking about I took it to another level. No, once you tell me you KKK, I believe you. I ain't got no reason not to, right? Okay. I'll just ask. Anyway, folks, we got y'all held y'all hostage for 2 hours. Oh wait, it's Thursday night. You know, I feel comfortable enough. There's so much to cover. We might, guys. What do you think about doing the show tomorrow night?
I'm not going to be available.
Why not?
None of your business. I'm grown. That's why.
Okay. Shamir?
Shamir done already went to sleep.
That's shit.
Yeah, it's 11:18. Night.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
PQ.
It's nothing about Carmelo
Because
right
they
now.
don't have anything.
Because they railroaded that child. They railroaded that young man, and they know they did. And all these points that Russell is pointing out, they have nothing to back it up because they know that they did this. But you can tell Derek, he was like, he wasn't biased. He was a professional man, you know, and he was just speaking actually what happened. But he said he didn't have any knowledge that, well, it wasn't relayed to him that he couldn't send it to this person or that person as far as in discrimination. But it, when he said that, you know, they were supposed to send it to like the bigger outlets and like CNN and, you know, ABC or whatever, he could send it to them, but he couldn't send it to the independent journalists. He couldn't send it to the independent media. Whether you don't want to say it out of your mouth, that's discrimination, because media is media. These media outlets that they have, like ABC News, CNN, they have credentials to come up in here. But at the end of the day, media is media. We come up in here at 4:30 in the morning, we with credentials, even though we don't have the credentials to be up in the 9 that they have, we can still come and park in this parking lot. So media is media. I feel like they're talking more about social media instead of actually talking about the case.
Because he kept.
So hopefully the 3 grounds, Russell said,
that's what's gonna get it.
Yeah,
We're gonna get away
and he
with
said
that.
it should be a automatic. It should be an automatic new trial.
Yeah, he
and
did
if
say
this
that.
judge, if Judge Chitty go by law, it should be an automatic
because
new trial.
MAGAs and Gettleman, this court hearing, Carmelo Anthony's court hearing, man, this shit is wild. It's so much stuff that's coming out during survival. Now the deal, the handshake deal that the judge made, the things that they kept out, yo, it's mind blowing. Hunter Metcalf and Austin Metcalf was a part of the KKK, pure survival. I don't give a damn what nobody tell y'all. The whole time, all of these text messages coming up, with all they kept saying was N-word this, N-word that, N-word lover this, N-word lover that. I'm talking about things that I never knew. And Hunter Metcalf is the one who started the fight with Carmelo Anthony. They was beating up another young black boy, and they jumped him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even when I was hearing that, I was thinking like, okay, I believe they did it, but this shit stamped it, being inside the courtroom. They used to go around and jump people. The text messages came out, MAGAs, and I'm talking about for the racist ones. So whether y'all want to believe it or not, Hunter Metcalf and Austin Metcalf, they was off the hook. I'm talking about they had school teachers scared of them. School teachers. This is crazy, guys. Free Carmelo Anthony, pure survival.
Louisiana. Stand up. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living, tired of frustration. Lights high, water high, rent high too. Whole hood stressed, what we supposed to do? Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man, this world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town gather round. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay it right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up. Stand up for the south side. Stand up. Stand up for the east side. Stand up. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hey. Alexandria, we still here.